Hello, it is 10:30 a.m. on September 8th, and it is the first day of classes here at Mid. I'm very excited to be starting junior year. I don't actually have class until 1:30, which works totally fine for me. I am very happy to not have to wake up so early in the morning. Fascinating. I thought it would be fun to vlog the first day or the first week of school. I'm also getting a COVID test today, so I can show you that fun process. Now that everybody has had 2 negative COVID tests on their first day of arrival and their 7th day of being here, they have gone into random testing. So you get an email on Sunday night saying, "We want to test you this week. What time works for you?" And you go down to the field house and get your test. So I'm getting my 3rd test. Coincidentally, all of my suite mates who also arrived early are getting tested today. We're all going together. It will be a COVID party, but no. It will not be a COVID party. We don't support COVID parties in this house. I'm chilling in my lounge. This is the first time I've filmed in the lounge. The first time you're seeing the lounge. Ooh, this is my aforementioned extra duvet cover for my lack of 2 beds. I have already picked a favorite chair. I have my coffee. I just went down to the dining hall to get it. I have my water, and I have my laptop. And I'm gonna get some homework done. I just got accepted into the class that I was on a wait list for, so I'm gonna move my schedule around and add that class into my schedule. And I'm gonna figure out what hours I'm working this semester. And then I will be doing a reading. Very exhilarating stuff. I'll check in later.
Miss Loaf. Why are you wearing a towel on your head, Miss Loaf?
I'm feeling you, Sophie. I'm like, I should have put on
Because every queen needs a crown.
I'm feeling you though. I'm like, I should have put on sunscreen. No, I didn't.
How dare you, Jackie?
I know. I'm so bad at myself.
I got a really bad sunburn and Amanda pointed it out to me last night from my straps in my dress.
Wait a minute. Last night you got a sunburn?
No, she pointed out to me last night. I got it 2 days ago.
Your sandal straps are already kicking it.
That's a tan. That's not a sunburn. That's a tan.
It's a pretty. I got it. Yeah, the Birkenstock thing.
My zebra feet.
I want to be Insta famous.
We're going to get tested.
Great time to try.
Well, the first and second times worked fine too. So.
That is a huge chunk of corn muffin.
You want to show me?
Quite a bit of corn muffin.
Yeah, you're still picking at it. Okay, Pepperjack, how does it feel to be tested again?
It feels really good. It's great to have this part of a normal semester.
Very exhilarating, yes?
Yes, it's good to like know that this is part of your semester. Like it's something that we all have to do. It's going to go a long ways to helping everyone stay safe.
And every time I get a negative, I feel like extra safe and zen. Yeah, we're like party mode.
Yeah.
Quick story time. I use an electric toothbrush because when I use a regular toothbrush, I brush too hard and that's bad for my teeth. So I brought my electric toothbrush to school because when I use a regular toothbrush, I brush too hard and that's not good for my teeth. But I left the electric toothbrush charger at home and now my mom can't find it. So I've been using my electric toothbrush like a regular toothbrush and brushing too hard, which is bad for my teeth. So I bought a new electric toothbrush charger online and it arrived today and I got the notification that it arrived, and so coming back from my COVID test, I ran to the warehouse to get the electric toothbrush charger so I can plug in my electric toothbrush and stop using it like a regular toothbrush because I brush too hard and that's bad for my teeth. But the line at the line at the warehouse was so long. I guess everybody has so many things that they need to pick up, like books and stuff, because it's the first week of school. But nothing is more important than my electric toothbrush charger, because when I use a regular toothbrush or my electric toothbrush like a regular toothbrush, I brush too hard and that's bad for my teeth. So the line was too long and I had to get to class in time, so I rushed back and I didn't get my electric toothbrush charger. So I'm going to use my electric toothbrush as a regular toothbrush tonight and brush too hard, and that's bad for my teeth. And I'm all sweaty and gross now, and it's time for my first class. Italian. It's my first 300 level Italian class. I'm very stressed out. I am not smart enough to talk about big issues in a foreign language. Ma dopo vi vedrò dopo finisco la classe.
Ciao. We had classes, we had club fair, now we're going to dinner.
Busy day.
Very busy, which is why somebody forgot to vlog. It was me. Hello. It has been a long day of class. It has been a long day of class, but I'm really tired. I'm doing reading for my class tomorrow. Actually, I don't even have class tomorrow for this class. This is my asynchronous class, one of my asynchronous classes, and I'm being a good student and doing my homework, even though I don't have a hard deadline, which we'll see how long that lasts. But actually, I'm really interested in this topic, so I think it will last for a while because I'm fascinated by the reading. I could just sit down and keep reading the book like as a joy read, which is really nice to have in a class, to have that kind of exhilaration, that enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm gonna Zoom with some friends tonight and then go to sleep. Hopefully like relatively early because I have a meeting somewhat early for me tomorrow morning, but knowing me, I will still go to sleep at 1 a.m. This is my book. It's called How to Watch Television. My professor is actually one of the editors, and it's just an anthology of essays on different television programs. Let me get to the table of contents. How to Watch Television, 2nd edition. Like, look at these titles. I can't even tell you which one I'm most excited about. Grey's Anatomy, Feminism, Glee / House Hunters International, Gay Narratives, Master of None, Negotiating, Decoding, Orange is the New Black, Intersectional Analysis. Like, yes, I want to talk about these things in my class. I am so very excited. I'm not particularly exciting, I don't think. Also, I want to show off these little cat paw sticky notes that Sophie gave me for my birthday very belatedly. I think they're really cute, and it like sticks out. I have to read the preface and the introduction this week because it's the first week of class. Also, in news, a tragedy struck when I went to refill my water bottle and spilled it all over my journal. So I'm like acting like I'm pressing flowers and trying to fix it, but it's really heartbreaking. I did not cry even though I desperately wanted to. It kind of looks like I'm doing highlights, like the highlights aren't here and this is the foils. No, I just sopping wet my first page of homework. I hope that's not an omen as to how the rest of this semester is gonna go.
What?
It's double spaced, and it's also a paper, more like, I'm thinking it's more of like a journally, more informal kind of vibe.
What class is it for?
When, Martin?
What?
When is this?
It's due on Monday.
It's 1 a.m. So evidently, I did not do what I said I was going to do, and I did not go to sleep early. It was for no good reason. I watched a cool YouTube video and decided I wanted to recreate it, so then I cut up a bunch of construction paper for a YouTube video that you may never actually see. But I hope you do, because otherwise that's a waste of paper. So this is my good night. As you can see, I've changed out of my cute but short skirt into like these shorts from friggin' Costco. They're classy. I have 3 pairs, as do each of my mothers. Yeah, this is my bathroom. I just wanted to show you my toothbrush that is electric, but I will be using it like a regular toothbrush. Hopefully tomorrow I can go to the warehouse. I was watching some of this footage back and I was like, okay, so somebody thinks she's a comedian and somebody is not. But I like definitely think I'm funny. Okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed. This is my official outro for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming with me on my first day of classes in my junior year. I'm officially over halfway done with college. Nothing. Don't brush too hard. It's bad for your teeth.